morning, students. You are welcome to Visual Learning Environment, Basic Science class. Today's topic is called drug abuse. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to state the meaning of the word drug, define the following terms: drug misuse and drug abuse, list common ways of misusing drugs, and mention social risk factors in drug abuse. A drug is a chemical substance that can change a person's behavior when it is smoked, injected, inhaled, drank, or swallowed in pills. When drugs are administered under proper medical supervision, they can serve three main objectives, namely to relieve suffering, to combat diseases, and to save lives. Drug misuse is the use of drugs for a purpose for which it was not prescribed for, while drug abuse is the habitual taking of drugs, not according to doctor's prescription, to alter one's mood. Drugs that are easily abused or misused are heroin, cocaine, Valium, and Indian hemp. People who abuse drugs easily are athletes, prostitutes, and criminals. Common ways of misusing drugs. 1. Misunderstanding the direction for use of prescribed drugs. Example: not taking the drugs at stipulated times, period, or interval. Taking drugs to gain the confidence to commit crimes such as suicide, rape, and assault, that is, hurting people unnecessarily. Taking drugs not prescribed by a medical doctor. Example: when a patient shares a prescribed drug with a friend or family member for whom the drug was not prescribed for. Taking prescribed drugs for a purpose other than that for which it was intended. Example: administering drugs intended for the treatment of stomach ache for headache. Taking dosage other than the recommended dose, also known as overdose, or not taking the required dose, that's underdose. Social risk factors in drug abuse. Social risk factor in drug abuse simply refer to environmental influence that can lead an individual into drug taking, leading to drug abuse. The first one is being brought up in a drug-dependent family. A child that grows up in this type of family will see nothing wrong in using drugs anyhow. Being unable to resist peer pressure. In some groups, drugs are often part of social events, and in the desire to fit in, the person must conform to the norms or rules of the group. Experiencing family disruption. A drug abuser may withdraw from family and friends as he or she becomes more dependent on drugs, so as to be able to control or manage bad experience or certain awkward situation that is going on in his life and may take to drugs. Being economical disadvantage. The little money the drug user has is often spent on drugs, making the drug user very, very poor. Lack of academic motivation. A drug user does not have any motive towards learning and acquiring a degree. So he or she spends the little money he has and the time buying and abusing different types of drugs. Antisocial behavior. Antisocial behavior simply referred to as the behavior by a person which causes distress to persons not of the same household as the person. And such behavior include vandalism, verbal abuse, noise, and harassment. Ways of preventing drug abuse. There are different ways drug abuse can be prevented. The first method is appropriate but harsh legislation against the drug users and those that are selling the drugs to them. The authorities should give the NDLEA the mandate and the power to arrest and persecute drug peddlers and users. 2. Application of religious ethics. We have different religious organizations in the world, and some of these organizations always preach against the use of drugs not prescribed by a medical doctor. I believe if the campaign should continue and encourage youth to stay away from drugs because of the harmful effects of the drugs based on religious ethics, this can go a long way in reducing the danger of drug abuse. Using drugs only prescribed by a medical practitioner. The regular awareness campaign against drug abuse by holding different types of symposium, advising people, the public, on the dangers of the use of drugs. This can go a long way in regulating drug abuse and helping our youth to live a successful life. Thank you.